Hi, I'm Bob Fast, CEO of New Carolin Gold. We're on a site trip up to the Carolin mine. It's Friday, July 8th. We have our project geologist, Bob Singup. We have Lucia, our project geologist. James, our resident geologist. They've been up here now for about 5 weeks doing mapping, sampling. The senior engineers are doing a structural survey. We're doing that to try to get control of the structure and try to learn what caused the Carolin gold resource to become, get deposited where it is. And we're hoping to be able to apply that geoscience to the rest of the project. There's about 7 other gold zones that we're really interested in having a look at, and we're hoping that we get a good understanding of what's called structural control at the Carolin mine, and then apply it to the McMaster and the Ward and the Emancipation and the Orem and the Pipestem. These were all historical mines with underground adits. The gold mining up here has been going on since 1890. Organized mining from 1910, 20, 30, but never been any modern day exploration, geoscience, no drilling, not even channel sampling. So we're looking forward to getting control of the Carolin structure and then applying it to the rest of the property and understanding the blue sky opportunity. You're looking right now out over the Tailings Pond. It's about 3 by 400 meters. We have a current 43-101 resource on the tailings indicated of 23,900 ounces and 5,000 inferred. We drilled about 62 drill holes here to prove up that resource. We believe there's probably a few more ounces in it, but certainly under report we've got close to about 29,000 ounces. And that's grading 1.83 grams per ton. It's pretty homogeneous, and we've actually had a few groups up looking at the tailings and talking to us about the prospect of reprocessing. And those discussions are ongoing. There's nothing definitive going on, but we have had some discussions, and we have regular maintenance up here to make sure that the spillway doesn't get clogged. And occasionally we bring heavy equipment up to clear debris out and things like that.
I'm Ray Mulaney, and I'm here because of Bob and other gentlemen associated with building a mining company. And my job, if it's a job, hardly a job, my life's work and passion has been uncovering, no pun intended, value and opportunity, 2 different things. Opportunity here is tremendous. There's a fine line between dreaming and realistic appraisal of great opportunities. And the big challenge is to figure out where is the challenge, what information can we garner to identify the magnitude of the opportunity and not be dreamers. Because our nature is to either shy away from everything or to move towards things exciting. And we have to put our nature aside and evaluate to the best of our ability what are realistic potentials from properties like these, and what's the realistic potential of the management. So far it's looking pretty good. Stay tuned.
The Josemine Fault runs on a northwest trend. It's known to be a mineralized first order crustal fault. We believe that as the host of the gold deposits in the Carolin, and we've got about 20 kilometers of property along that fault, and it's also the top end of the Coquihalla Gold Belt, which is also well-known. All of the mines, the Carolin, the Orem, the Emancipation, the Pipestem, the Ward, are all within a few hundred meters of this fault on the east side of the fault, and it runs on a northwest trend right up to where the Braylorn is. The Braylorn's on the exact same fault system and the exact same trend. Braylorn's produced about 4 million ounces still in production. It was the largest gold mine in the British Empire up until about 1970. And we're on the same system. The geology is very, very similar. It's a ocean sedimentary based system, a shale based system. And the same geology that's there is apparent at the Carolin. And we're excited because it was a sort of a district scenario, and we think that we might have an opportunity for that kind of situation. So we're looking forward to proving that. As mentioned, there's been 30 mines and high-grade outcroppings and artisan workings along this fault, but no real modern-day geoscience, which is being done now by Bob Singh and Lucia, our project geologist, and the other structural geologists that we've had up here on contract. We're going to do about another 3 or 4 weeks of mapping, sampling, channel sampling underground, get structural control of the Carolin, and then put the drill in the ground. But we're also going to be able to be in a position to use that model to decipher other opportunities on the property and apply the same principles to other parts of the property. So we're excited because what's happened at the Braylorn, big greenstone associated with the shales, and we believe that there's a real opportunity here, and it needs some money spent on it, and we're going to start that this year.